What is up, guys? Welcome back to Nerdlore. Marvel Rivals has announced a big new patch for yesterday morning, including some bug fixes, costume palette swaps, and new skins for Penny and Doctor Strange. The biggest thing that has everyone talking right now is the release of palette swaps in the game. If you haven't heard much just yet, with the release of Season 2 Dev Talk, the devs kind of mentioned bringing some palette swaps for various costumes to the game. In my opinion, allowing a lot more player expression than what we already have. A few colors were announced, such as Phantom Purple for Psylocke and Winter's Wrath, which seems to be like a white and navy blue with gold accents for Bucky. Honestly, it looks pretty cool. I'll have some pictures on screen, so don't worry. It seems the way these palette swaps work is you just buy the color option, and it should be available for the skins you own in-game that it actually applies to. For now, they've only dropped colors for Magic, Bucky, Psylocke, and Luna Snow. They plan to drop more in the future per patch, so I would be on the lookout. I'm sure they're going to keep adding more. The color palette does actually apply to your unique MVP animation, it applies to emotes, it even applies to your intros in-game, which I think is pretty freaking awesome. So whenever you get MVP at the end of your match, you should be able to see your palette swap on the screen, which I think is pretty nice. This feature is already out by the time this video drops, so it is in the costume tab. It also is in your character tab, so if you have a hero that does have a palette swap available right now, such as Psylocke, if you go to that skin, there should be a little customize option now, where you are able to check out the palette swap. There is only one, obviously, which is not a whole lot, but it's something. It's better than nothing, so I'll take it. I wouldn't really be shocked at all as well if they give out some in the future for free. Just how we get free event skins, it would make sense if we got free palette swaps for certain characters as well. These palette swaps do cost 600 lattice right now, and you do already have to own the baseline skin, so it can get a little pricey. I was kind of hoping that they were going to add a palette swap that you could buy separately, and who knows, they still could in the future. But as for now, you do have to have the baseline skin already. There is a possible chance, in my opinion as well, that we could get some for free in the future, just like we do for event skins and things like that, which I think would be pretty nice, honestly. I don't see why they wouldn't, but who knows? I could be very wrong about that. This also, in my opinion, could lead to even more customization. So just a simple fact that we're already 3 months in, and we're already getting palette swaps for some of the premium shop skins, I think is a pretty good sign of customization as to where it could lead in the future. I'm rather excited. I think this game kind of prides itself on player expression, and if it keeps doing that the way it is going, I think that'll be really good things for the game. Now, as for the new shop skins, we have 2 new shop skins. They are for Doctor Strange and for Penny Parker. They hit the shop last night around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They do the times a little weird, so I will always try to do Eastern Standard Time just because that is where I stay. For Strange, we have his new zombie form from the Doctor Strange 2 movie. In this movie, he gets an alternate universe Strange. He gets zombified after he dies. And our Doctor Strange, the mainline one, he uses his body to go dreamwalk and fight Scarlet Witch, who is the villain of that movie. Pretty good movie. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. It can get a little messy at times, but it's a very good movie. One of my favorite parts about this skin, honestly, is that it changes some of the sound effects. Not anything too crazy, but you do get some pretty ghostly, zombified sounding sound effects for your attacks and your portal and things like that. I think it's pretty nice. I love the skins that change the sound effects. They are personally my favorites. I will be copying this skin for Doctor Strange, so I'm excited. This is a second premium skin as well, which I think is pretty interesting considering some people haven't even had one yet. I'm not complaining. I just find it interesting how they do that process, as to how they choose who gets chosen for shop bundles. Now, as for Penny, this new skin is a part of the Peach collab. There are a few left in this set, and we know for a fact that we still have Hela and Punisher left. They did reveal a few others a part of the collab the other day. I do know for a fact I saw Loki going viral on Twitter, which he did look really good in his set. I will be sure to show them on screen from the ones I can find, just so you guys can see them as well. It is super possible as well that for the Hela and Punisher bundle, we get these rather soon. They have not had a single premium shop skin since the game is launched, besides the 2 that we obviously got on day 1. So I think it's pretty possible that those 2 are candidates and rather likely to actually get shop skins here sooner than later, especially since that would be a bundle. So who knows, but I think it's possible. So far, we have had the skins for Spider-Man and Luna Snow, which are both in the Battle Pass and are up for grabs right now. Peach also designed some variant comic covers for characters like Storm and Invisible Woman, which I saw also going viral online. I will show those on screen as well. They look pretty freaking sweet, so I'm hoping that we get those as well. Who knows, but Rivals has been kind of cooking with the skins lately, so I think there's a good shot. Okay, so here is the skin in game. It unfortunately does not have any unique sound effect, but it's finally nice to just have a unique Penny skin for once. We've only had reskins for her since the game has launched, so like I said, it's pretty cool to have something since they were slacking so hard. I really like this skin too. It pictures her and then obviously the Spider-Man one as these like Oni from Japan, so they're basically just like magical demon spiders. It sounds kind of crazy, but honestly, I think the Japanese-inspired designs for a lot of the characters in the game, they look really, really good. I really love them. I love the inspiration that they tend to take from designs. Most of the designs in this game, honestly, just look good. So lastly, we do have a few bug fixes to talk about. Nothing too major, but just a few coming to the game, just to make things a bit more enjoyable. Get rid of all those pesky, annoying things that you don't want to deal with. I'm not sure if you saw it recently, but there is a video going viral of a streamer playing the game. And was rezzed by Rocket's like beacon, and it completely screwed the camera perspective, like completely. It like changed the FOV to make it like super wide, and it kind of messed him up. That is being fixed, thankfully. I haven't seen it really happen to too many other people, but just still, it's nice that it's something that's being fixed. There has been a few bug fixes for Wolverine, some for Spider-Man and Hulk as well. Nothing major, just like I said, small things to make the game run better, which I'm always liking. I'm always here for that. The biggest thing though, which I think is pretty nice, it doesn't affect me much because I am not a PC player, but it is still nice to have these features in my opinion. PC users, they now have haptic feedback and lighting support for their Razer Chroma keyboards. Like I said, I'm not a PC player, but just adding these like quality of life improvements for the game, I think will just keep it sustained. I love this kind of stuff. That is all I really have today though, guys. I mainly just wanted to cover the new palette swaps feature just because that was the biggest thing being talked about right now, and there was a little bit of confusion going around that, so next time you open the game, I would recommend looking at the shop and looking at the customization options, just so you kind of know what's going on. I do cover Marvel Rivals content, so if you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to check out some of my videos, and feel free to subscribe while you're here as well. Nerd Lore out.